Hey everyone, this is Phil. I'm going to do another video. This will be the first time I ever do a contest entry video. This is for CWoodard19, and I'm still kind of learning about this YouTube comic book community. So I actually just discovered his channel, and his contest ends later today. But because I just discovered it, I thought I could get in under the wire and hopefully get some people checking out my own stuff, which would be cool. The basic idea for his contest is you have to be 18 to enter. It's open to residents of the United States and Canada, and you have to subscribe to his channel, of course. And the idea is to talk about 5 artists that you think are kind of underrated. So I picked 5, and I could have picked more, but the first one that I chose is J.H. Williams III, who, you know, I guess it's kind of arguable whether he's underrated or not, because a lot of people know him, but I don't know if he's done anything necessarily super high profile. He did some Batman stuff with Grant Morrison. He had a long run on Promethea with Alan Moore, which is where I discovered him. Even though he'd done some work for DC before that, I wasn't really reading a whole lot of DC or Marvel back then. But I just wanted to show off, I picked this issue of Batwoman from the New 52, just kind of at random. And I just kind of wanted to show it, get a little closer, so you can kind of see the way he does the cover. I just thought it was really cool looking. The way that below the waterline, she's kind of a skeleton, and I like how you can see sort of the outline of the jawbone by her face, and the way the bat symbol on her costume bleeds into the water. It's just a really cool painted looking cover, and he does a lot of really interesting stuff in the interiors as well. He'll do things like all the characters will be drawn with line art, except for Batwoman herself, who will have sort of a painted look to her. He'll do he'll draw some pages in a different style where the line work is a little thicker and the colors are a little flatter. He'll do these really interesting layouts where, like, he'll arrange the panels to sort of form the bat symbol and stuff like that. It's just really cool. He does some really awesome work. So that's that. We'll move on to the next one. Speaking of Alan Moore's America's Best Comics, I wanted to talk really quick about Kevin Nolan, or Kevin Nolan, I'm not really sure how he pronounces it. He did these Jack Be Quick strips in Tomorrow Stories, and his work was just really kind of very cool. I want to show some of it on the inside. The idea behind this particular story was that he takes these two sort of principles where cats always land on their feet and toast always lands buttered side down. So what he'll do is he'll kind of butter the back of a cat and create an anti-gravity cat, which is pretty cool. And he also used nuclear fallout to turn his neighbor's pigs into Animal Farm, basically. It's just really a hilarious strip, and it's really well drawn. Everything's very kind of satirical and hilarious, and in the end, a bunch of clone cats land on the pigs and kill them all. But it's really cool. I really love his stuff. I don't know what else he's doing. I guess I could have looked it up, but I didn't really think about it. But I don't remember ever seeing him do stuff for Marvel or DC, at least lately. So he's one to keep an eye on, I guess, if you can find him. Let's see. I wanted to talk about Philip Bond, and not just because we have the same name, or at least the same first name, but I've always, ever since I first saw his stuff, and I think an issue of Peter Milligan's X-Force, a fill-in issue, but I really love this stuff. You can kind of see it here. His covers, he does some really beautiful covers, and the interior work is also good. Well, it's a good thing that this contest is only open to people 18 or older, because that lady's in her underwear. But yeah, really sweet Washington, D.C. skyline shot. He does some really beautiful interiors, and the work he did on Vimanarama, sorry, let me start over. Vimanarama, there we go, with Grant Morrison. He did some really awesome covers for that. Like issue 1, issue 2, and issue 3. And I just think it's gorgeous work. I really love it. So, Philip Bond. And moving on to the next one. I wanted to talk about, and I'm not sure how to pronounce his name either, but Eric Shanower. I think he's done a lot of stuff. He did some like Wonderland children's comics. I'm not sure exactly, but Age of Bronze is really what I know him from. And you can see his covers are very simple, very stylistic, but really pretty. Just wanted to show them off. Age of Bronze is basically, well, it says right there on the cover, it's the story of the Trojan War. The interiors are in black and white, and it's just line work. It's not even really tones, but it's super detailed, and it's very meticulously researched, and it looks really cool. And I just wanted to show off some stuff. There are battle sequences in here where he'll draw all these characters. I don't know how easy that is to see, but he'll draw all these different characters fighting in this massive melee battle, and it's just really cool. His stuff is so detailed. I can only imagine how long it takes him to do it. The last artist I wanted to talk about is probably pretty well known, at least amongst indies, but that is Paul Pope. He's done a lot of really interesting stuff, and I've been following him since he did the original THB way back in the day. God, what was that, the mid-90s? And I'll show some of the interior work for his stuff as well. This is also in black and white. I like how he'll do like these sound effects and light effects that look almost solid. The way they're actually part of the art. It's not just lettering. But yeah, it's really cool looking, and he's done a lot of really cool, like huge comic books. Like I can't even get this entire thing in the frame. Yeah, it's mostly in there. Buzz Comics Magazine. Shows on the interior work there. It's a really fluid ink style. It has a lot of energy to it. I think it's really gorgeous. And I wanted to show, let's put something up there for a second while I find the images that I'm looking for. That right there is P City Parade. It's just a random book that he did. I think I've gotten most of the stuff that he's done, or at least that has come out in the United States. Because I know he's done some stuff for Japan as well. I wanted to show some stuff from his issue of Solo. Like this is some of the sound effects I was talking about. This OMAC page with these explosions that are just, I mean, you can feel the kind of seismic effect this would have of all these explosions. And he did a Batman strip in the back that's really, I like how his Robin is kind of athletic and dirty, and his Joker is sort of Caesar Romero-esque. It's just really cool looking. But anyway, I haven't seen him do a lot of stuff on mainstream books. Maybe some covers here or there, but not all that much really. But anyway, those are my choices for underrated artists, and I want to congratulate CWoodard19 for all the subscribers. I think he jumped up from 100 to about 150 at this point. I don't know how he did it because I'm not there, but it's really cool, and I hope everybody gets a kick out of this video and all this artwork that I've been showing off. So that'll be it for me for now. Hopefully I can get this in on time, and I'll try to leave a link to it and a link to his channel, and that way everybody can see what we're all doing.